disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by B-Girl TV should be taken as fact. Every situation is based on personal experience. Do you want to visit Panama, but you don't know quite yet what weekend you want to come? Guess what? 2025 Martin Luther King weekend is Rum and Brunch Music Festival here in Panama City. 4 days, 5 nights of non-stop event, with the last event being none other than Rum and Brunch, which is the deluxe edition, which is a concert series, okay? We have performances by local artists as well as international dancehall artists, so you don't want to miss this event. If you are on a budget, but you know you still want to go, don't worry, we got you covered. We have payment plans available. Click on www.rumandbrunch.com, click where it says Rum and Brunch Weekend, and read up about this amazing event that you don't want to miss. If you went to Rum and Brunch Weekend 2024, trust me, you don't want to miss 2025, because 2025, if you're a 90s baby, an 80s baby, and you was outside in 2000, you definitely don't want to miss this event. If you had a chance to participate in Rum and Brunch 2024, well, guess what? 2025 will even be better. If you were the ones that was sitting home looking at all the fun that we were having, well, guess what? This is your opportunity to be here. So if you listen to dancehall, reggae, soca music, this event is for you. See you guys there. Peace and love.
Hello, B Squad. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream, our weekly live stream. Okay. Hello, blessed in every area of my life. I actually really love that name. Hello, everybody that is tuned in. It seems like everyone is tuned in on Big Girl TV, my subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in Caribbean people. The Facebook group. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on IG. Now, the thing about IG is kind of like lagged a little bit, so the information there is like a little late. I was supposed to start this live at 8 o'clock, but I'm starting it early because I have to be at dinner at my mom's house in an hour, so I can only give you guys an hour of my time. Okay, I can only give you guys. The most I could give you is an hour, okay? But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start early, and then, you guys can catch it. The people who are waiting for me or they thought that we were going to start at 8 o'clock, you guys can catch me on the replay. Hi, RL. Okay. I hope that troll that was on here last week, I hope he's in the live, or she. I hope she's in the live this week. I really do. So last week we did a video on 7 reasons not to start a business in Panama. And I thought that it gave a lot of insight. The video wasn't supposed to be like trying to deter anybody from doing anything. It was just literally outlining, the reasons why people may not want to open up may not want to open a business in Panama. And as promised last week, for those of you who tuned in last week, I promised you guys that I was going to do another video this week talking about the 7 reasons to start a business in Panama. Okay. You guys who, if you have not seen the video, okay, you can go back, you can watch the video, take whatever you want to take from it, and that's it. Okay. If you are new to this channel, or if you're not new to the channel, I mean, the people who've been around for a long time, you guys already know how I give it up. I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there's no time for me to be faking the funk. I'm not a fake person. Can't do it. All right. So are you guys ready? I need some water because it's hot. I'm really sorry that I could not come on this live with makeup on and lashes and all this. It is way too hot in Panama to do all of that. And then worse, like I'm in this small room, okay, that I've dedicated to specifically recording, because it's the only room in this house where I can like close the door and not have my kids running in and out. And it's so hot with the lights on and the doors closed. There's literally no air condition. I got a window that I get no air. So I didn't want to wear no makeup. Y'all say y'all like natural girls anyway, so this is what you gonna get. Okay. Set it off braids and no makeup. Hello? Thank you. All right, guys. So let's get into this video. Okay. I know a lot of people have been hitting me up asking me, like, hey, I really want to start a business in Panama. And I feel like no matter where you go, you're going to experience certain challenges. You just have to be the type of person to figure out if that is something that you want to do. And just like, do you have the heart to do it? It takes a lot of heart to be an entrepreneur, especially an international entrepreneur that, starting a business in a whole new country that you know nothing about. So, yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me get this file together. Sorry. Y'all, can y'all believe that I totally did not? Oh, I did. Whoa. I was a little nervous. Okay. I was a little nervous. All right. All right, guys. Should you do business in Panama? Okay. That is the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. So let's jump into this. 7 reasons to open up a business in Panama. 7 reasons why this will change your life. 7 reasons why you should, go out on a limb and try something new. Okay. All right. Doing business in Panama. My phone is going off. My goodness. Hold on, let me turn off this ringer because this is not a time and a place for this right now. Okay. Doing business in Panama, why someone may want to do business in Panama. Starting a business in Panama can offer several advantages due to its strategic location. So for those of you who don't know, Panama is in Central America. So it's literally in the middle of everything. Okay. The North America, you got the Caribbeans, you got South America on the bottom. Like we're literally in the middle of everything. Favorable business climates and various incentives. Here are 7 reasons why starting a business in Panama can be a good idea. Okay. Number 1, strategic location. Panama serves as a bridge between North and South America, which is what I just said. Making it an ideal location for businesses looking to access markets in both continents. Its Panama Canal is a crucial international trade route, facilitating the movement of goods between the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. So, like I was saying, guys, like the way Panama is, where it is on the map, it makes a great location for you to open up a business, especially depending on what type of business you are into. If you want to do business not only in Latin America or Central America, and you want to expand to maybe South America or even the Caribbean, this would be the perfect place to start a business. Stable economy development. So like most countries, okay, I know y'all gonna get on me because last week I was talking about the economy and how the economy can be very up and down depending on who the government is. But compared to where it was before, okay, Panama is it's a developing country. So Panama has enjoyed consistent economic growth over the past decade, driven by sectors such as banking, logistics, tourism, construction. Its economy provides a conducive environment for business investments and expansions. So I need you guys to keep in mind that this is still a developing country, right? And so it may not be perfect, but if you are willing to ride it out, for the long haul, and you're willing to take the chance, and you're like one of those entrepreneurs that are risk takers, this is the place for you. Okay, business friendly policies. So the Panamanian government has implemented various business friendly policies to attract foreign investments. These tax incentives for certain industry simplifies procedures for business registration and favorable regulations for foreign investors, i.e. taxes, but that's going to be on the next slide. Let me see if anyone has any questions. Are you guys following up with me right now? Okay. All right. Tax benefits is what I'm talking about. So, Panama offers attractive tax benefits for businesses, including territorial taxes, which means that earned income outside of Panama is not subjected to Panamanian taxes. Additionally, certain business activities may qualify for tax exemptions or incentives, further reducing and tax burden for entrepreneurs. Guys, all right. Certain things I'm not going to say on the internet, but if you book a one-on-one consultation with me, I can definitely put you on. But there are a lot of tax benefits. For example, if you are from the States, now I'm not an accountant, I can only tell you what my accountant told me. And whatever business you do in Panama cannot be taxed in the US, depending. Um, I'm just telling you what I was told. But yeah, so there are certain tax benefits. If you have a business and let's say your business is global and you have conducted business outside of Panama, you are not required to pay taxes on those incomes that you've made outside. So, for example, if you have a franchise or if you have the same business in different locations, you do not have to pay taxes on those other businesses, even though it's the same businesses. But if the business is not located in Panama, then you don't have to pay taxes on it. Okay. It's a growing market. With a population of over 4 million people and growing middle class, Panama presents opportunities for businesses across various sectors, including retail, hospitality, okay, real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate, and consumer goods. Additionally, Panama's status as a regional hub attraction multinational corporations creating demands for goods and services. So, if you have not been to Panama, are you looking to visit, or if you have been, you will see that there's so much construction, new homes being developed, tons of apartment complexes, new housing developments, new shopping centers. Literally, like everywhere I go, I always see some type of construction. Now, I've been here for over 10 years, y'all, okay? Over 11 years. And even where I bought my house, when I purchased my home, we didn't even have a road outside. We didn't even have a shopping center. The nearest grocery store was on the other side. And now we have a shopping center like right around the corner. And now they're building a bank like literally outside of my community. And so I've seen how fast things have developed. I even seen how fast it was even for like my parents when they bought their home and how much they paid for their home at the time. And now to see how much their house is worth and how much their area has developed. I'm telling you, like where my parents lived, it was just literally dirt and trees. And to see how far it has, like, I just never in a million years would imagine that this is what Panama would have looked like. Okay. So yes, it is a growing market. Infrastructure development. So I know I told you guys that this is one of the reasons why some people may not want to because of the infrastructure, and that there are some places that are still underdeveloped. But on the flip side, Panama has invested heavily in infrastructure development, including transportation. Now there's a metro, there's a whole bus system. Before we had, the Diablo Rojos, okay? Telecommunication and energy, even though the light company be a little high. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. But these investments enhance connectivity and facilitate business operation, making it easier to transport goods, communicate with clients, and access resources. Let me tell you guys something, okay? When I first came to Panama, I did not have a plan. Like I was like, okay, that did not even exist. I literally you had to put minutes. So you would have to buy these cards, scratch off the card, and then put in minutes on your phone. So you would get a card. People still do it now. Okay. The card will have like a number and a scratch off code. You scratch it off. And then once you scratch it off, you input the number and then you would refill your minutes like that. It wasn't until Digicel came that we ended up getting plans, like a whole plan, like literally like unlimited data. Like Digicel was the first company in Panama to do that. Um, to have like I think it's called postpaid, where you can pay a monthly fee, you get unlimited data. 450 minutes, I think it is, or whatever. I think it was something like that. And so Digicel was the first company to even provide that here. Unfortunately, Digicel is leaving. I'm super sad because I love Digicel. Okay, I love Digicel, and a lot of us love Digicel. But there are other telecommunication companies that are now providing those same services. And then coverage, like because there's so many phone companies and telecommunication companies, there are a lot more towers. So when you're on Wi-Fi, you get stronger Wi-Fi. You're able to communicate. Of course, WhatsApp is a big way of communicating here. So as long as you have really good data, you can communicate. And now WhatsApp is doing all these new improvements. All these different things to help you manage your business, and the Wi-Fi here, depending on what company you have, is A1. I mean, it's a lot better than what it was before. So some of y'all be complaining in the States about T-Mobile. Some of y'all be complaining about AT&T. The truth of the matter is, the whole telecommunication experience is a lot different than what it was before. All right, quality of life. So Panama offers an excellent quality of life with a tropical climate, beautiful landscapes, and modern amenities. It's a cosmopolitan capital. Panama City boasts a vibrant cultural scene, international cuisines, and a range of recreational activities, making it an attractive destination for entrepreneurs and expatriates alike. So, believe it or not, y'all, like I've seen people playing tennis, right? So people play tennis, people are playing basketball. Of course, soccer is a big thing. I've seen people playing. I haven't seen any. There is a cricket though. They do play crickets, but what I realize is that the cricket team is like Indians. I haven't seen like cricket. It's not like a real big thing here, like it is in the Caribbean. Um, and so not only that, like the weather, for me when I was living in New York, it was a little depressing, especially during the winter times. It was extremely, extremely depressing. And so, I think that plays a major part in your mental health and even with you opening up a business. Like, because there's so much activities, there's the weather's amazing. It makes you feel a little bit comfortable with you wanting to run your business. So overall, starting a business in Panama can provide access to a growing market, favorable taxes policies, and a supportive business environment, making it an appealing option for entrepreneurs looking to expand their operations in Latin America and beyond. Okay. Let me get to these comments. What is happening? Okay. Hi, Marcella. Good evening. Yes. So, like I told you guys before, I have had both positive and negative experiences with running and operating a business in Panama, and I think all entrepreneurs experience highs and lows when it comes to business. So, I don't necessarily think it has really anything to do depending on what industry you're getting into. So it really doesn't really matter about where. It's just pretty much what you guys are, what kind of business you guys are willing to do, and how much you're willing to put into it, what you're willing to put up with, what you're willing to deal with. um yeah, that's pretty much it. But overall, I cannot say that me having a business here in Panama has been a negative experience, a total negative experience. Like I said, everything has its ups and downs. I feel for the most part that I'm able to provide a stable lifestyle or a stable home environment for my kids. Um, And I don't really need social media to do it either. There's some people that have businesses and they solely rely on social media. I think our business thrived way before, God first, way before the era of social media. And another thing is that because social media, this still is a developing company. A lot of people still are not into the era of social media. Like the younger people, yes. So I still think that you are still going to be able to thrive without social media. We haven't reached that point where everything is social media, everything is run by social media. So that's actually a good thing. So that when you do decide to open up your business, you kind of have one head up on it because you guys are in the era of social media. You know how to work social media. And I don't know if I'm making any sense. Let me know if I'm making any sense. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Let me know in the comment section. Wow, I am burning up right now. Let me know in the comment section if you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, great. You know, I think a lot of people, because social media is so prevalent now, especially in, I don't want our first world countries, I guess, or maybe I should say in the United States, that a lot of businesses, they probably feel like they aren't thriving because they may not have the 10K subscribers or followers, or the 1 point something million followers on Instagram or on, you know, YouTube or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. 9 out of 10 times, like those people, especially Instagram people, it's really hard to convert followers into customers. Like a lot of times, like you have people that's following you, but they are not, they just want to see what's going on. They are not customers. But if you have a business and you really are giving your clients that one-on-one, you know, service and that one-on-one, which is what people here still use. They don't care about social media. They don't care about, here at least. They don't care about social media. They don't care about how many followers you want, the followers you have. They just want to see if you have the product and if the product is good. Period. And that's one of the things that I love the most about, running a business here, is that it's really not about the followers. It's about whether or not you have a good product or your business is great. Um, and people really are going to appreciate it. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I use social media? Of course, I use social media. I do use social media to promote my stores to new customers or or visitors, or even like with rum and brunch or the other stuff that I got going on. Yes, I use social media to promote the other stuff, but it's literally because I'm trying to get, new clients. And to be honest with you, a lot of the people that follow me on YouTube are not really my clients in the store because they don't literally live here. Most of the people on YouTube that follow me are not they're not my consumer base, in to the point where, like, in my store. I may have some people who are visiting that'll trickle in, but my main consumer base are local people. And most of the time, local people are just using really Instagram because they want to buy. Well, sometimes they want to buy. Um, but it's really that one-on-one that really gets people in. So that's really a good thing, to be honest with you, because you can still implement the old school method of running a business and it will still work for you to a certain extent. All right, let's go to the comments. All right, guys. So, does anyone have any questions? This is the time to ask any questions you want. Because, like I told you guys, I was not staying on long because I have to go to my mom's house for dinner. But I wanted to make sure I still came on and gave you guys this live stream. I know I usually start late. Like I would be starting right now, And then the reason why I really start 8 o'clock is because 8 o'clock really gives, people time to trickle in. It gives people time to log in. They're just coming home from work. 7:30 for me is a little bit too early. But again, like I said, my son is stressing me out right now because he's like, no, grandma's cooking fish and she making fish and plantain. And he love a fish and plantain. Even though I just went to my mom's house and I'm like, I ain't see her making no fish and plantain, but he swear up and down she's making fish and plantain. So I have to make sure I take him to get his fish and plantain because God forbid he doesn't get his fish and plantain, it's over for me. All right, guys. So we're gonna continue this live. Yeah, I think that's it for today since no one really has any questions. If you do have any questions, the people who are on the replay, leave your questions in the description box, in the comment section. Hear me in the description box. Leave it in the comment section and I will, get back to you guys. I'm actually going to do another live on Saturday. The live on Saturday will be during the day though. So I'm thinking like 1. Hi, can you tell me how soon I can start looking for my rum and brunch tickets? You can buy your rum and brunch tickets whenever you feel like it. If you want to buy it now, you can buy it now. If you want to wait till closer to July, you can wait to buy it till closer to July. It's totally up to you. That's why I put them out so early so people could plan accordingly. So yeah, guys. So I am going to do a live on Saturday. And that live is gonna be around 1 o'clock p.m. So you guys, if you doing running your errands, you can watch me on your cell phone. I'm actually gonna go now. I know I ran through this live. I'm upset that I ran through this live. Are there specific real estate agents for business that you local as far as like finding a place? I use Eric from Panama Property Guru. Eric from Panama Property Guru is a person that helped me find my commercial space this time around. I prefer to use Eric. Everyone's going to ask me, why Eric? Okay. I know I've said this story 1,000,001 times. I probably explained it, but Eric is the most honest person ever. Eric speaks English. And the reason why I know Eric is an honest person, and I'm going to tell you guys this story, and he probably does not know that I'm saying this story, but I had referred Eric before and to a couple of people on my page. Like for those of you who had, subscribed to some of the private information, he was listed, right? And he sold a house and Eric asked the person how they found, like, how did the person find him? And they told him that I was the one, they found him through me. And so I didn't know the story then, but I knew it after. So one Christmas, this was like not this Christmas, I think it was like 2 Christmas ago, Eric calls me and he's like, hey, let's meet up for coffee. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we can meet up, and I always like to catch up with Eric because Eric is a wealth of information. Eric has been here for over 20 something years. Okay. His name on Instagram is Panama Property Guru. And so we're sitting down eating, drinking coffee, and we're talking. I had just had my baby. And Eric gives me an envelope and I'm like, what is this? And he was like, well, I sold a house and I asked the person how they found me, and they told me that they found him through me, and the deal went through, and I wanted to give you this. And I was like, what? I was like, no, you don't have to, because if I recommend somebody or if I do something for someone, I literally am doing it out of the goodness of my heart, right? So me recommending Eric, I don't recommend him because I expected anything from it. Eric is a black man, just like I'm not a black man, but he's a brother, He's honest, one of the most honest people that I've met here in Panama. And I was just literally like just trying to like, just share the information if they ask. So anyway, he gives me an envelope. When I open up the envelope, it's like a bunch of $100 bills in the envelope. I didn't count the whole thing in front of the place at the time because I was like, first of all, I was super shocked, right? Because another person would have sold a house and I would have even known if he sold a house or not. And he could have pocketed the money for himself. You know what I'm saying? But he did not. He told me and he was like, here, you know, I sold a house and, I want to give you this because you helped me out. Most people are not going to do that. Most people are not going, they will sell the house. And I'm telling you, because a lot of people think like that. They'll be like, oh, well, she referred me. I sold the house. Cool. He didn't have to give me a dime, but he did. And that's how I know that he's a real person. And that's how I know that he's no BS. And that's how I know that he's an honest person because another person would not have told me anything. Another person would have sold the house and kept it pushing and we're like, okay, because honestly speaking, I would have never known that he sold the house or not. You know what I'm saying? So and so that's an honest person. That is an honest person for me. And so whenever anybody asks me who would you refer, is always going to be Panama Property Guru. And I will refer him with my eyes closed. Okay. Hi Bettina, how are you? Yeah, no diddy. So yeah, I am only interested in referring people, and if I refer you to somebody, I'm gonna refer you to somebody who is that I've dealt with for years. Um, I would never refer anyone to someone who I felt was, shady, like ever. Because I don't like to recommend people to anybody. And the reason why I don't like to recommend a lot of people is because people will leave you bad. For example, my cleaning lady passed away, right? My cleaning lady, she was around, she was, years. I'm talking years. And so an expat recommended me the person who she had cleaning her house and watching her kids. To make a long story short, this woman stole my daughter's bracelet. I don't know if you ever seen old pictures of Gia. She has like this. She had a bracelet, a gold bracelet with her name on it. The cleaner lady stole that. The cleaning lady stole my son's ring that he got for Christmas. The cleaning lady stole my NutriBullet. Um, so, I had to tell the person who referred me to her, and I'm like, I know it's not your fault, but I'm just letting you know this is what happened to me with this person, and I'm just letting you know so you don't refer her to somebody else. And so that's the reason why I don't refer anybody because now the other person, she's like so like apologetic. I'm like, girl, it's not your fault. Like it is not your fault. She ain't do it to you, but she damn sure did it to me because I was like, well, maybe you ain't have nothing that she wanted to steal. But I am the type of person like if you doing work in my house, I don't feel like I need to lock things up. Because if I feel like I have to lock up my stuff, I don't want you working with me, around me, or anything. But since then, I don't have another cleaning person. Don't want another cleaning person because I trust no one anymore with doing anything in my house. With that being said, but Eric, yes, I do recommend. Um. So yeah, guys. So that is just a little story. Don't forget, Rum and Brunch this April is April 7th. Okay. I don't know why I thought April 7th was this Sunday. I'm telling you guys, since I got a cold, I'm a hot mess. All right. Don't forget to join our mailing list at www.vgrowtv.com to keep up with all, the new news. I promise you, I will not spam you. And follow at Rum Brunch PTY. Follow me on Instagram at I am V Monroe. You can follow V Girls TV if you choose. If you don't want to, it's okay also. And thanks for everyone who's tuning in on the replay. Leave your comments in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are, what questions, and then we'll be back again on Saturday to continue on with this live because your girl, I gotta go. Yes, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Y'all be watching my content, and I know y'all watch my content because I see how many views I get and not subscribing. And it tells me how many times, the same people come back. And it's a lot of you who are not subscribed. Okay. It's free. Subscribe to the content. Okay. We're trying to get to 10K. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of this year. And I cannot seem to move from the numbers that I'm at. Okay. All right, guys, for real, I got to go. I gotta go.